If you want news and rumors that appeal, welcome to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel.
If you want news and rumors that appeal, welcome to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel. I'm your host, the Innkeeper, and this is our live call and talk show all about the Wheel of Time. And that is about as hyped as I've been all day. It's a good thing for me. I see you all bopping around in chat to the music, and it gets me hyped, so I appreciate that. So before I bring in my guest, before we start talking about the topic of the day, you might hear him. He's actually choking in the back, but I think he's going to be okay. If he does pass before we bring him on, I know all the announcements, so we're going to be good. We're going to be good. So before I bring Nae'blis onto the show, let me remind you of a couple things that are coming up. Next Wednesday, actually, right before for the U.S. for the holiday, we'll probably have a show. We're either going to be tackling, like, what is the answer about Nakomi that showed up in Origins? Like, how do you make the metaphysics of that work? So that's all I'll say. I won't ruin anything else there for you. But basically, and please don't put that answer about Nakomi in the chat. That's one thing I'll try to get us to not do in live chat. But if Taylor comes back here, if he hears me, he's going to be gone. But if he has a chance to get me some water, Taylor, if you see me and get me some water, that'd be amazing. But we might come back on Wednesday and talk about Nakomi and really kind of break that down. I haven't decided yet. It'll just depend on how I'm feeling. And then I want to remind you about WoTaHoliday coming up on December 3rd. That's right. Malkir Talks, man. WoTaHoliday is somehow back. This year is absolutely just flying by. I think you've all seen and heard. If you haven't, you got to check out WoTaHoliday. It's like, I think Malkir Talks, Rob likes to call it 24 hours of chaos. It is. It's a lot of fun. And then this is a fun little thing that just happens to be coming up that I'll be part of. And this is, this is Glasgow's 2024 WorldCon. Thank you to David Green. He's a fan and also a writer. And I'll be joining him and Pattern Reading and What Up, talking What. That's right. Talking Wheel of Time fandom and the Wheel of Time. And that's on Thursday, December 8th. Okay, that's it, guys. Those are the current fun little announcements. Now let's get to our actual topic of the night. And to do that with me, I have a single guest who you all know really well, and he knows something about this topic. So let me bring in Mr. DJ Nibbles. How you doing?
What's up? What's up? How do you know I'm single? Just throwing that out there.
That's true. That's true. I don't know.
I am, but
is this a different show? We'll break that down.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. We could go over that if you want. But, well, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man.
Everybody.
It's time for some WatCon again, like that. Let me look at by the way, I did a pre-show poll. I asked about 140 of you to answer this poll so far. Will season 2 of the Wheel of Time premiere before the next WatCon? presumably you think you know when the next WatCon is. We're going to be announcing that today, if you don't. But Nae'blis, yes, almost 80% of the people here so far believe that by the time WatCon happens, we will have premiered season 2. Are you among the 80%?
As I mentioned to you earlier, I am. I am pinpointing April as a release date.
Pinpointing April as a release date. Thank you very much.
You heard it here from 2 Amazon shills.
Good thing you've been getting those checks, right? No news.
Oh, yeah.
Those checks have been coming in handy, haven't they?
Unfortunately, they had paid me in Bitcoin, and that kind of fell apart. So, yeah.
That's a problem.
Back at square one.
And by the way, what's WatCon? Only 3% of our users here have never heard of WatCon. So that gives us an idea of well, maybe they still wanted to answer that question. So maybe it's somewhere in that under 10%. We're going to be talking about what is WatCon here shortly, and then we're going to start announcing things. And then you'll want to stick around if you're curious and want to attend WatCon, because the Dusty Wheel is going to sponsor one membership giveaway tonight. And if those of you here in chat want to participate in helping give away a second one, any super chat you do or any donation you make to the link that's in the description of this video, because if you just don't want any money to go to Google when it comes to super chat, that's fine. Anything that gets donated today to the Dusty Wheel will go towards funding another membership. So if we don't get enough for another one, we'll save that and give you another opportunity to until we do, and we'll do another giveaway. I think that's a lot of fun, and we'll talk about that. But you have to stick around. You have to be in live chat. If you're seeing this on social media somewhere, come over to YouTube, look up the Dusty Wheel, jump in here, sign in, get in live chat if you want a chance for that giveaway. So stick around. But without further ado, like for you, when you answer that question, Nae'blis, what is WatCon to you?
Well, first I want to say thank you to you and the rest of the Dusty Wheel for sponsoring my ticket to WatCon. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Now, what is WatCon? So,
yeah,
WatCon is a Wheel of Time convention. I mean, I think that kind of makes sense, but
yes, that's on the nose there for sure.
Yeah. So that's that. There you go. There's the answer.
That's it. Good job.
There's the answer. Now, so WatCon was it kind of popped into being from a number of us because we were at JordanCon, which is a ton of fun. I know a lot of you in the chat are going to be there. I'll be there coming up in April of 2023.
Ooh, that's the next poll here. Are you planning on attending JordanCon? Yeah.
Well, and as we were sitting there at the end of it, and we were talking, and it was like, gosh, this is so much fun, and we all seemed to get along. I think it was like the perfect storm of things too, because we had gone through that stretch where everybody was sitting in their houses with COVID, right? Yeah. Or during COVID, and talking to each other in Discord, and everybody felt like they had a million best friends that they had never met before.
Yeah.
And it was just why don't we do this again? Like that was kind of why are we only doing this once a year? And so that was sort of the genesis of WatCon, and it was a number of other folks sitting around, and we decided that we would go for it, and we did it. We pulled it off. It was a ton of fun. It was actually amazing, and it turned out even better, and we'll get into some of that here, but you've got some pictures.
Yeah, I got to show this is Bane and Chiad, posted this article in the Great Blight, and yeah, you can kind of see what this looked like, at least from the main stage, for the attendees for the first year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as you're kind of explaining, a lot of people just wanted to get back together. Yeah, even at this time, clearly some airlines still had some of the protocols involved, but people really wanted to make this happen. So, and there's Lesbian Nerdy even showed up. That was a surprise for some. So that was awesome. And this is one of the fun parts. Family Feud for me was one of the most fun games out there. If you were there, if you're at WatCon, you saw this. What were your favorite? I'm kind of curious in chat. I'll try to throw some things up on the screen. What were your favorite parts of WatCon if you went to it and you want to share that with other people?
Yeah.
For you, what was your favorite kind of I guess game that we ended up
well,
doing?
From a game standpoint, the what was? Oh crap! Why am I forgetting the name of the game now? It's the older. I keep wanting to call it the Newlywed Game, and it's totally not that.
Oh yeah,
although
yeah.
that would be
Shoot.
a funny one. It's the older game. Why am I forgetting the name of it?
Yeah, I know. Now I have to. Maybe someone in chat will like mention it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Anyways, that's my favorite game. I'll tell you my favorite part
Okay.
from WatCon
Yeah.
was getting to. I thought like one of the things that we did that was different. So if you've ever been to Jordan Con or you've been to other cons, WatCon is a little bit different. At least in the way that we deliberately set it up to make it very community oriented, right? So we all ate together.
Yeah.
Which to me was the highlight of getting, like, there were lunches, there's obviously the dinners, like that stuff was awesome. And a ton of fun. So I thought that was my personal favorite part, is just
the
getting
eating
to
together.
be-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that was kind of you can kind of see. I mean, I think that first shot that we showed, I think there was a meal that had happened here, right? If I'm not mistaken.
That's that looks like the banquet on Saturday night.
Yeah, this is the banquet on Saturday night. It was amazing. That's the one everyone is invited to, right?
Yep. That's when everybody
everyone
was
that
there.
goes standard VIP membership, you go to this banquet, and it was a blast. By the way, I can see people are already excited about this. Lumen, like it's like wig. Wait, wrong channel. I love that. Jessica said, thank you very much. Hecking yeah, all about helping support a WatCon ticket giveaway. Cheers, Innkeeper and DJ Nibbles, for keeping us in the know for WatCon news. Thank you very much, everybody. WatCon from I Do Be Beth Doman. Thank you. That's awesome. And Omar, thank you. Good luck. I agree. Yeah, good luck to everybody today. It looks like as we count this up, we might let me do some math here, right? So it looks like we have, what was this? $10. So what are we at here? 30, 40, 60, 70. Nice. Thank you very much, Lee Science. WatCon or bust. Just about 80. The wheel gives. I love it. Sean, another 20. $100. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And just about, we're at 120 from Oliver's ears. I think I want to say, we will get there later, but I think the standard is 160. So standard membership. So we're like $40 away from doing another giveaway tonight, everybody. So almost two giveaways. If you stick around, you have an opportunity to win this. So anyway, sorry. The dinner, I think the dinner was one of the best parts. Someone just brought up this. Hannah, I agree. This was pretty awesome too. The proposal that went on there.
Yes.
That was so much good. That was so good. And then I agree. The dinner was really unique. One of my favorite parts, just everyone together, not just the dinners. I would say the lunches too. You ended up, you and the team picked a hotel that has this huge, like, I don't know what you call it, in the round. It's not a lobby. What would you
Atrium,
call it?
maybe?
Atrium. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's big enough that everyone could find a space and still be in that same general area. And that was like a crazy awesome gathering space. Like everyone's fit there to eat lunch, didn't they? I think we had over 200 people there, and we were all eating lunch there together. It was that was definitely one of my favorite parts. I agree with that. I'm kind of looking. Let me look down this list. Did you see anybody else show up and chat with other things? Yeah, that atrium. See, that, like we said, Steve, that atrium worked great. And this happens at every con, Jordan Con, everywhere. The late nights, but in that atrium again, there wasn't like, you didn't have as many kind of like small groups off places. It was like everybody. It was awesome because everyone was there. Wasn't it Joe who was like literally blowing a horn at 1 o'clock in the morning? Yeah.
Yes. It was later than 1 o'clock. Yes.
Was it later than 1 o'clock? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Omar corrected me. The standard is 180. So what are we at here? We got another. Thank you very much, Steve. I think it takes us to 140. You guys keeping my math straight there. And then miscellaneous. We make it happen. The wheel gives another 20. Thank you so much. And there we are. Village Mattress takes us over the 180 mark. Let's give away several tickets tonight. I agree with Village Mattress. I'll cover whatever, if Super Chat here takes a little bit. We'll make sure whatever you donate, this total will go towards it. So Dusty will throw a little extra in and make sure that it gets covered. So, there we go. 2 tickets tonight, everybody. Okay. I wasn't expecting everybody to jump in. Thank you very much. That's awesome. So I want to bring out one more part before we actually jump into our first announcement of the night. And I want to, by the way, give you this answer. Are you planning on attending Jordan Con in 2023? It looks like we have some going to both. Some going to JordanCon, yes, but it looks like 61% so far have not gone or not saying they're going to JordanCon. You got to check it out, guys. If you haven't gone, I highly recommend. If you've never been to JordanCon and you can make it, it's amazing. It's an amazing place. I get that there are so many conventions now. You have SpoilerCon that's out in out in Portland, or is that where's SpoilerCon? And then you have MalkiriCon now out in the UK. There are cons cropping up all over the place. I love the excitement of fans jumping back in and just wanting to do get-togethers with everybody. It's a nice response to the pandemic, if you know what I mean. So let me end this poll, and let me bring up the one last note about WatCon. One of the things I thought was amazing that was done by the staff was making the virtual membership like really meaningful. Like that was, if you can't make it to WatCon, you tell us, Nae'blis, are virtual memberships coming back for fans?
They are. They will not be. We'll get to announcing which tickets will be on sale today. The virtual ones will come here very shortly. There are going to be 2 different virtual options, but we'll share more about that at a later date.
Two virtual options. I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was probably a piece that we waited until almost the last minute last year because we weren't sure what we could pull it off, like what we could do.
Yeah.
I think that was the piece that just exceeded all of our expectations in terms of like the type of access that people, and it'll get better this year because we know what we're doing now. But
were people just watching? Were they interacting with it? I can't. Oh, they were in like a live chat scenario.
They were in a live chat.
What was going on? Okay.
And there will be more interaction this year too. So.
Ooh, okay. So
it
sounds like we have a couple different things coming out this year, a couple different virtual memberships, and you're saying looking to kind of extend that interaction piece. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so by the way, I'm seeing some more donations come in. I think if I'm running my numbers right here, another $45 towards the next giveaway. This is going to be great. I can't wait to give away
a couple
these.
VIP.
You got to stick around. You got to stick around to the end if you want a chance at these. So, okay, why don't we make our first? How about I find this? By the way, I did tease out. We'll have to do this sometime tonight. Macmillan Audio reached out and they were like, "Hey, we have some footage of Rosamund Pike talking about her experience reading the audiobooks, and we know that your channel, you guys love to do live streams and talk about the Wheel of Time." And they were like, "Do you just want it?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." So I'll show you a little bit of snippet of that tonight. And then we'll do like a show. We'll pick a time. We'll give you plenty of time to know this is coming. It's not very long. It's like it's 7 minutes. It's fun seeing Rosamund talk about this experience. A portion of it actually is in the audiobook. Like there's a interview that comes with the Origins of Wheel of Time audiobook, and I kind of checked between the two. A portion of that audio is in there, but not the entire clip. So I'll play a little bit of it for you tonight. So I promise that. But Man, a lot going on, but let me open this up and make our first announcement. For those of you that didn't catch this somewhere else, get your calendars out and go mark this date down, because WatCon 2023 will be July 14th to the 16th next year. And can we say this is the same location, right, Nae'blis?
Same location.
Same location, Columbus, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio, everybody. July 14th to the 16th. We're coming back. That group of people right there, amazing. That was so much fun. And I will admit this. I'll admit this. I can't remember everybody's name. Anas and I went around learning everyone's names, and then I knew leaving like a week or two later, I was gonna be like, I'm gonna forget these names. So that'll just give me a great opportunity. If you come back, I will stare at this image and try to remember you all, but I can't wait to get to have a chance to talk to you. So that's it right there. Go mark your calendars. I can't wait to see everybody again. Are you excited? Is it like, do you feel the nerves now that we've just told people when this is?
Nah. I look, that was last year. The difference is like last year we were really just trying to figure stuff out as we went, just because there's stuff we didn't even know what we didn't know. This year we are, I'm actually very, very excited this year because I feel like we have the team behind this is incredible, guys.
Yeah.
Just the level of organization and the talent and just dedication of the people working on this event. I think it's going to blow your doors off. If you guys thought last year was good, like for those that were there last year and enjoyed it, I think this year will blow your doors off in terms of the fun and excitement. We haven't even talked about the guests and things like that yet. So
That's coming up. It's coming up, everybody.
Thrilled.
Yep. Me too. By the way, let me just catch up here on donations, everyone. So thank you very much, Lumen. 3 Taviran, 3 tickets. Let's go. There we go. There's the spirit. All the hugs were the best from Friday by Grandma. Hybrid Havoc here, by the way. Won't make it myself, but happy to help get someone there. There's the spirit. Wow. Thank you very much, Hybrid Havoc. So what is that, everybody? You're going to catch me up here. That is, that's 55. Another 20 from Taviran Tavern. Thank you very much. 75. Julie, another 20. WatCon, you guys are the best. Thank you for everything you do. 95. And I do be Beth. Thank you for all the organizers of WatCon. As a vegan, the food options really made me feel welcome and included. Thank you. I know a lot of care went into that, so that's awesome that you felt that. Ruark, I'm just giving 10 crowns to hear Matt say, Flibberty, give it. Flibberty, give it. That's what I'm going to go with there. And then miscellaneous, that's my birthday weekend. There we go, another 10. So I think I caught that as like 125. Anyone want to catch my math there? We're getting close to another one. Okay. Yes, making me say your names live, that's a special experience for me too. So I saw a comment by Dana Liu that I wanted to post here. So here we go. It's like a family reunion nerd camp where you can stay up all night being as loud as you want. Yeah, it did feel like that. There was and I don't know, why do you think that was the case? It felt like more of a family reunion than a discussion about the Wheel of, or like, you know what I mean? Like Wheel of Time almost seemed like it took like I don't know, like it was there. It was like the overarching concept of why everyone was showing up. Sure. But there was this aspect of like people, I didn't feel like they were talking about the Wheel of Time as much as they were just talking about life and just hanging out like it was a family reunion.
Well, I think there's two things to that. And I first want to start by this because I know there's a lot of people that hear us talk about, oh my gosh, look how close everybody was and great friends. And that's almost intimidating because you might be thinking, well, I'm not great friends with everybody, or I don't know someone that's going to be there, right? And so will I just be left out? I probably won't do something like that because I would be left out. Yeah. And I would tell you that almost all of those people that were doing that were not friends like that before they got there.
Yep.
That's the unique thing about this is I think this is the part that I think set WatCon apart. If you've ever been to a convention before, and this is not bad, by the way, and I'm talking any convention, you typically show up and then you kind of involve yourself in the things that you want to involve yourself in.
Sure.
It's more sort of a private, like if I'm there with a group of people, maybe I'll be there with a group of people, but I'm going to go to that panel. I'm going to go hang out in my room for the rest of this. And then I'm going to go back for this panel. Like that's sort of the con experience typically.
Yeah.
This was nothing like that because normally there is no main programming or the main programming is optional at a con.
Yeah.
With this, it's an event being put on for you. There are certainly things you obviously are not required to be involved in anything, but we're eating together. The main programming is something that everybody attends. It's entertaining. It's interactive. And like, everything that we do.
Recappa killed it. Recappa killed it. Yeah.
Well, and I think part of this is everything that we did is constructed to help build community. And I think that was everything was done with intention. And it'll be even better, like I said, this year, but we did stuff with intention to try to help set you up. And we even have a whole team of people that are dedicated. So if you're somebody who's coming for the first time and you don't know anybody, we have a team of people that are going to help you meet people, help get you introduced to folks, make sure you're not alone. Like there's a whole team of volunteers that are out there to address just that. So I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, I'm kind of shy, I don't know anybody, this probably wouldn't be something I'd go to.
Yeah.
And maybe somebody in chat can speak up to this too, and echo that, because I truly think.
Well, what I want to say this is I did know some of the names of these individuals, but most of them I did not. And it was, but if most people were just really open to kind of like talking and just introducing themselves, or even if they weren't, going up and inviting people in. I guess it was maybe, like you said, it was because there were so many kind of opportunities like main programming on a main stage. We were sitting in the same room with all the same people many times over, or we were out in the atrium with those same people. So it wasn't like, oh, I need to make sure I talk to that person I saw on the, like there just was a lot of space. I don't know if that, like, that's why I walked away thinking, wow, like just that difference of having that space, that wide open space, and being together often in those main programming events really changed. It kind of eased me into going and just introducing myself. Not that I needed like a ton of easing. Like that's been like, I've been doing that at conventions everywhere, like especially JordanCon. So I've gotten used to, kind of comfortable with that. But yeah, these individuals that did not come here as a whole group of friends, but I feel like they left like feeling like they were family in some form or fashion. So yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I thought that was, again, I feel like that was the part that hit the heart. Like I think the programming is great. Obviously the panels were wonderful, and we'll talk about all those things. But I think at the end of the day, the reason we had Matt, we were a part of some of these meetings. We did surveys for folks after the fact, and we had
what did they say?
Overwhelmingly positive feedback in terms of, outside of a few minor things that we already knew we could get better at, but overwhelmingly positive. And the thing that kept coming up throughout almost every feedback piece was that the MC needed to go, that we need to get a new one. That was number one. I'm joking.
Yeah, totally. That's understandable. It's understandable.
No, it was the community aspect. And I think that's the difference. Is I don't mean to overhype that, because obviously everybody has different experiences, but I feel like that was a major positive.
It was just something I walked away going like, wow, that was a lot of fun. I can get really geeky at these things and talk like Asmodean and metaphysics the entire time, and just also feel like I walked away and that was amazing. It was just like in this case, I kind of walked away and I was like, wow, this one was really just about the people and almost had zero to do about any of the content. And not that the content was bad, it was wonderful. It was like, but it was the people that kind of that hit me there, of as far as like that's what's driving me to return, if that makes sense. Thank you very much, Alan. Have my Google survey credit.
Love that.
Oh, that's so great. And thank you very much, Gwendolyn. I can't go, but the wheel gives. So there we go. That's like 137, everybody. I think we're just about another $50 or so, 50 or 60 away from a third giveaway today. That's going to be amazing. Hopefully we'll get that by the end when we do a giveaway. Speaking about, you said MC, so maybe it's okay to tell everybody that you're bringing that guy back. That's right.
We are. He threatened me. That's the only reason.
That is true. You're surprised, I know, but I think it's just that Nae'blis is letting me come back and MC this thing so he can really work on getting the right kind of DJ Nibbles revenge. I feel like that's really, that's what's coming.
Look, you give me a year to plan. You have no idea what's coming.
I know, it's brutal. So yes, I will be back. It will be my pleasure to MC WatCon again. I had so much fun the first year. I can't wait to get back there with you all. That's going to be a blast. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to send me feedback about my MCing, I'm open to feedback. So if you're like, I don't know, that didn't really work for you, let me know. I'd love to hear your suggestions for next time. Serious, I'm very serious about that. So
one piece of feedback we did get, Matt, is that a lot of people wanted me to do an extended version of my Innkeeper roast. At the con live.
I don't think that's what
they were.
said.
The people were asking for it. So
I don't think the people asked for that.
They wanted a 2-hour Innkeeper roast from Nae'blis. That's what they said. So,
well, that's not going to happen. So let me point out. Here's another announcement to everybody. Like, we need that like Wolf Blitzer like polls are back. We need the like button that's like the noise thing that like makes an announcement. But just imagine some cool announcement music. Not only, I mean, you don't really care that I'm coming back as the MC. What you really care about is that we do have some return guests. So we'd like to announce, if you didn't hear this, I did hear a little bit of maybe some news came out about this a little bit in a corner of the online Wheel of Time community. But if you haven't heard this was one of fans' favorite moments and parts of the last WatCon. These two wonderful people will be returning with us as featured guests. Yes, Kate Redding and Michael Kramer. If you didn't get a chance to see them last year, this is your opportunity. Make sure you're with us. They're coming back. And Nae'blis, Michael Kramer, Kate Redding. I seem to remember them saying that this was their first in-person con that they went to.
It was, which is you would think that they would have been. They've done virtual cons before, but that last year at WatCon was their very first in-person convention experience.
It was wild. That was amazing. They were so magnanimous about their time. You know what I mean? Like I went to bed, and Michael Kramer and Kate Redding were still like, I was like, I'm done talking. This is too, like, I need some sleep. It's like 2:00 in the morning. I swear they were up and just engaging with everyone, and had what seemed like had a blast. And I mean, they're coming back, so they must have liked something about the experience.
Well, they had no idea what to expect. By the way, I'm sure Gwendolyn loves that you've left her message on the board for 30 minutes.
Sorry,
now.
Gwendolyn.
But
I'll put this one up. Omar, time to roll the dice. That's right. He brought us over the edge there, I think. If not him, then the next one up, miscellaneous. Someone just said, man fears the MC. That's right. And Village Mattress, again, definitely brought us over. We need to raise enough for 5 tickets. 5 will ride forth. That's right. Do you guys have 2 more tickets in you, according to Village Mattress? So,
wow.
That's right. We have 3 tickets on the line here for everyone today. Stick around to the very end. Oh, my gosh. There's some people who took that one seriously. Village Mattress has inspired some people. We'll go back to that. But, yeah, speak about Michael Kramer and Kate Redding and this first WatCon.
Well, I think from both directions, we had no idea what to expect. I think for them, they were like, who the heck are these people? Like, they knew some of us, but they didn't know me. And so, like, corresponding back and forth is like, what is going to happen? There's a little bit of being unsure about what to expect. And I think we weren't sure, like, being the first time. I don't think I've ever seen 2 people have more fun / fit in better. And I'm seeing all the comments in the chat about this because, I mean, not only were Michael and Kate wonderful last year, they did a number of readings. They did one during our VIP dinner. They did one during the main session, and it was incredible. They did some readings of our TVAD sketches, as you just saw on the screen.
Yep.
But the thing that I think everybody remembers is they are the most accessible guests you will ever meet. Kate, so everybody's saying this, Kate closed down the lobby. Neither the Innkeeper or I are big drinkers, but I will tell you this. Kate Redding can drink any of you under the table. I have never seen somebody. They were not joking when she said she closed down the lobby. Michael Kramer was sitting there in chairs telling stories to people.
Oh my gosh.
Doing voices. It was just such an incredible experience. And the feedback I got from them was they thought that was one of the most fun experiences that they have ever had.
That's awesome.
So when we reached out to say, would you like to come again? It was like a no-brainer for them and a no-brainer for us. They will be welcome at WatCon for as long as they would like to be there. And it was incredible. So they're a hoot. Now, Matt, one other thing I wanted to point out, I didn't want to mention it.
Yeah.
If you can, you throw the big group picture up again.
Yeah, I can. 1 second. Let me find that. Okay. Like, what am I? Yeah,
So in the very back left, you see Michael Kramer towering over everybody.
Yes.
There.
Yeah, he's back there. Yeah.
Just looking down. But
that's a good shot.
They were just incredible. I have nothing but amazing things to say about them as people, about them in terms of what they did at the con. I mean, everybody seemed to have stories on stories on stories from Kate and Michael. So
yeah. And books to prisoners.
Yes.
All of the attendees, I can't remember how much was raised by the attendees, but basically, I went around. Everyone had lunch. They had just done a presentation, talked about that charitable cause, Books to Prisoners, that's really near and dear to them, and everyone was just like so giving. I swear it was in the thousands, but maybe I'm misremembering. I need to go back and find out exactly how much it was. But I just remember how giving everybody was. Basically, just going and making donations to get. Donations for what do we call those? The coins, if you will.
Yeah.
Just fun coins that were literally just to kind of have fun, and with the possibility of maybe being part of a main programming panel like Family Feud game and things like that. And people just got into the spirit of the giving. Honestly, I think that was more about the giving than the opportunity to play Family Feud on the main stage. But hey, it worked out well between the two of them. So now there is somebody else. I'm going to do another count here. Well, let me tally this before I miss this. So JSC 20 to kick us off for ticket number 4. Thank you very much. Lumen, another 20. You guys are amazing. Tim, WatCon was a highlight of the year for me. Hoping to see you in 2023. That's awesome that Tim's going. You should all go because Tim is going. That is that's the case. Miss Sarah James, I'm not crying. You're crying. That's 80, everybody. Jessica Sadai, all about the EF5 and getting them to WatCon. Squee, that is 100. And then we have Shannon. If 5 ride forth, does that mean only 4 will return?
Wait, those are really Canadian dollars, Matt. Can you?
I know. How does that work? That's about like
do a conversion.
I don't know. My mods are like laughing at me that I'm trying to keep track of this. A small token for the lights work on us. Thank you so much. Being done here tonight. 40. I think that's like 140 or so. Everybody, and then we have. Koala Sadai, no matter how many return, let them all ride forth. I'm not sure.
Australian dollars now.
Is that the same? I don't know.
Yeah.
You want to tell me? Someone want to like?
You got to get your conversions.
Ooh, Lodge Keep with the push over. Thank you. That is 4th ticket, everybody. And then Koala just needs to let me know what the conversion is, and that'll start off the next one. We have 4 tickets to give away tonight. You guys are crazy. My wife is like back there like, how much did you say the Dusty Wheel would back out of this?
Dusty Wheel is matching all of your... I'm joking.
Dusty Wheel is not matching all of your donations. But we are going to try to make up the difference between what Google takes. That's right, from the Super Chats. Good old Google. And their delusions kicks us off. Cannot wait to consensually assault you all. Jeez. That's typical Grendel. If you don't know what that's about, I just can't. That was. Delusions is very aggressive. What do we have here? Oh my gosh. Loyal's Library to the winner. Find me at WatCon for a drink. Oh my gosh. A ticket by itself. That is 5 tickets, everyone. 5. We're giving away 5 memberships tonight. Stick around for this. Don't step away. Wow, Loyal's Library, thank you very much. That is amazing. And like Loyal's Library said, find me at WatCon for a drink. Please do. You guys are amazing. Okay, so let me give you some amazing news since you just did that for fans. You just like threw 2 more tickets onto the table tonight. I can't wait to give those away. Taylor, if you're out listening, you need to be back here in time to help me give these away. I forgot about that part. Actually, Nae'blis, why don't you talk to everybody while I remind Taylor that I need him to come back and do the giveaways. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty shy. I've never talked to him from him.
Yeah, you should. I'm sure you won't be able to take this over and run with it. So.
So let's talk about coming to WatCon, I guess. Throwing me on the spot here, but yeah. So I thought with Kate and Michael, so they are one of a couple guests. We're about to get to some of the other guests. that are coming. We
Okay,
have
enough of you.
multiple.
Enough of you.
Oh,
Okay,
you're
I'll
done?
tell them. Yeah, I'm done.
Oh,
it
you're
was
gonna
quick.
do
It was
it.
quick.
Okay.
Okay, like Nae'blis was about to say, I think this is the wonderful person he was about to announce. Not only are Michael Kramer and Kate Redding returning to WatCon, this wonderful human being is also returning as a featured guest. Maria Simmons is coming back to WatCon. Maria is amazing. If you don't know Maria, part of Team Jordan, was an assistant to Robert Jordan, and just an amazing person. And just wonderful to talk with about any topic, but obviously the Wheel of Time, right? This is a Wheel of Time focused convention, and how fun to have Maria come back and be with us. Are you excited about this, Nae'blis?
Beyond excited. I'll tell you a couple things. I mean, you've known Maria longer than I have.
Yep.
She volunteered last year. I mean, I'm not talking like volunteered to con. Like, she was a volunteer at the con. She worked the front
She's amazing.
desk.
Oh my
This is-
gosh, Maria. That's so great.
She is one of the most unassuming, kind, just genuine people that also happens to know everything about the Wheel of Time. And
it's a
and
nice combo. It's a nice combo.
worked with Robert Jordan, right?
Yeah, that's
Like,
it.
I could not get over that. Like, somebody with her background and esteem, like, just like the fact that she, number one, volunteered at the con without, I mean, nobody asked her to, like, in fact, it was like, oh, you're volunteering. You shouldn't have to do that, Maria. Like, but she did. I mean, she's just such a giver. She's such a good person. And some of her feedback, she was just like, that is one of the best cons. And she's somebody that's a regular con goer. If this isn't an endorsement, I don't think I've ever heard one. She's like, I go to cons every year, and that's the best con I've ever been to.
She's so much. Yeah, Maria is so much fun, man. I can't wait for Maria to show up again and hang out with her. Although I will do my best to leave her hanging out with all of you. I've had many opportunities to chat with Maria, and that's the fun for me, I guess, at this point in fandom and what I've been part of for the last many, many years is just seeing other fans have these opportunities to hear the stories, ask Maria about those experiences. Yeah. And like you said, the fact that Maria volunteered, I don't know that I realized that. That's amazing. Maria's awesome. So if that's not enough of a reason, I don't know what is. So let me ask this poll here. Have we swayed you? Are you now coming to WatCon? That's what I want to know. I'm going to put this in here. I was already planning on it. Here we go. Okay. But there's more here. There's more, folks. I did send Taylor a note. He's good to go. He'll be back here. I told him he has about a half an hour. We got stuff to cover. We have stuff to cover here. I was telling Nae'blis before, it's like let's make this a compact show so people will find out about this because Dusty Wheel, hour and a half. We're gonna do this like under an hour.
Sure.
And I'm sure Nae'blis in his head was like, dude, that's hilarious. Sometimes, yeah, it's not gonna happen. We will not be under an hour tonight. Okay. Sorry, tonight. Flex. I'm wondering if that was related to stuff I said. That's funny. That wasn't intentional, but that's funny. Okay, so I want to jump here because I feel like this is about time. Do you think it's about time? Should we make them wait any longer before they learn our guest of honor? Is this the moment?
Tune in next week.
Tune in next week. Tune in next week to learn. No, I do want to point this out again, going back to that kind of main stage programming. That to me, just people are like, okay, what are you gonna build on top of main stage programming? These other things you did, Nae'blis. When can people expect to kind of hear more details about what else is going to happen at the con, or
Sure.
I know there's a lot of creative people behind WatCon, what they're planning to kind of bring WatCon 2023 that maybe people didn't see in WatCon 2022?
So the primary structure for the con is going to be very similar. So just in case anybody is curious, what we have 4 different main programming sessions. Okay, this is sort of how the con is structured. There are 4 sessions. There'll be one on Friday evening. There will be one on Saturday morning, one on Saturday evening, and one on Sunday morning. Those main programming sessions are very programmed. Like there's, for lack of a better way, I'm laughing at all the comments coming up on the screen as you're doing this.
I know I'm interrupting you.
But yeah, but there's the main guests are obviously involved in that. There are games that are engaging. There were funny sketches and things like that. We played some fun video clips. We'll just put it that way.
Ooh, yeah.
A lot of that stuff will be back. We also then, of course, on Friday and then on Saturday, we have 2 different panel sessions. Okay, where we've got 4 different. It'll remain to be seen if there will still be 4 or there might be more, depending on the numbers. But we have 4 different panels. And I will say this, Rebecca from Reading the Pattern was the head of our programming team, and the entire team that did the panel programming. That was some other feedback we got last year, was just how, number one, spot on and well run the panels were, but also how engaging they were. Like they were meant to be engaging with the crowd. Again, it isn't one where people sit at the front and talk at you for an hour. Like it was they were super engaging, and that was great feedback we got. So those elements will be relatively similar. We'll have a VIP dinner on Friday for the folks that get VIP tickets. And then there will be a main banquet on Saturday night that everybody is involved in. That'll also be a lot of fun. And then we did like a pretty fun dance party with, there was a DJ there. I don't remember who, but
okay. I have to point this out, everybody. DJ Nibbles here. We were talking about main stage programming happening. And yes, I'm stalling right now to tell you who your guest of honor is. So hold on a second. Here's a little storytelling. And he's like, hey, we're going to have everybody line up for main stage programming. And then I'm going to do some like, what type of music do you call that? Like entry music? What is that? And I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And he jacked that thing up. So you open those doors and it was like, I couldn't hear anything, but it was so funny because everyone was like, that was so much fun to walk into like music like that I did feel like there was like, somebody was going to get up and sell them a book. I was like, you need my self-help book today. I guess we were selling a book of sorts, the Wheel of Time. But yes, it was like, it did feel like the vibe it definitely felt like I was going to a conference that I had paid for from my company because I was about to like learn from people up on the stage some like way that I could, I guess, become a better geek. Maybe that's what it is. You know, you're gonna dig into the experience of being a Wheel of Time geek at WatCon. So no, it was that. I hope you're bringing music back. I want to know that you're going to innovate on that.
We'll be adding. There'll be more music. Don't you worry. We have that on lockdown. We'll have that on lockdown. I'm excited for that. But you asked a little bit about what might be different or what could be new that we're expecting. And I can't say too much for 2 reasons. Number one, because it's not totally planned. And number 2, it's early for this. But an added thing that we will have is going to be we're calling it an activities team, but without telling you much more, there will be fun little things that you can get together with yourself or with groups of people and go participate in. That's very vague. I understand that it is.
that was vague.
But I can't say much more yet. But I think that everybody will enjoy that. And so we do have a cadence for when we're going to be releasing information. One of the pieces of feedback we got from last year was even though no other convention announces their panels more than a month ahead of time, everybody wanted ours like 6 months ahead of time.
Give the people what they want, Nae'blis. Right? Give them what they want, man.
We will be announcing. I'm going to commandeer the Dusty Wheel. I believe it's actually May 3rd, so put it on your calendar, Matt. We will be announcing the panels. We have that date already
Really?
down.
So is that right?
yeah.
May 3rd?
Yep.
Oh, cool. Okay, so there you go. May 3rd, panel announcements. I love that. I love that you're like, we're actually going to pick a date that it's going to be revealed. I love that. So archery lessons with Tamp. I like that, Rob. Osquai tasting. Yeah, that's good. Now everybody's coming up with ideas. Okay, they want to know this. Everyone's like, okay, sure, you're going to do new stuff. Just tell us who's going to show up here. I get it. Okay. So I'm seeing some answers here.
But before you do it, we
yes.
should say this. We should say this. We are announcing the guests tonight, but that does not mean that this is an exhaustive list of guests.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
There may or may not be secret guests.
Secret guests. Ooh,
or guests that we haven't talked to yet.
They're secret because you haven't talked to them yet.
Or they could be either of those. So there will likely be other guests.
Okay.
But these are the ones we're very, very excited about to share now. So
okay. So by the way, 113 of you voted on this. Hopefully you stuck around. You're sticking around here. Maybe you're not voting, but you're sticking around for the 5 opportunities to go to WatCon. Have we swayed you? Are you now coming to WatCon? 19% of those votes said yes, we had swayed them. Check that out. There we go. And they don't even know who the guest of honor yet, or who potentially some guests we haven't talked to yet might show up. So, and 53% of you were already planning on it. So thank you very much. Now I got to ask everybody this question, how many secret guests will show up at WatCon? We'll say 0, 1, 2, 2 plus.
While you're doing this, I feel like I can announce one secret guest.
Oh, you're going to announce a secret guest.
It'll be Anas. Anas is a secret guest.
Anas is showing up. Honestly, that's an amazing secret guest. So
I actually can say that Anas is showing up because he did buy a ticket already. So
hey, shh. People might realize they could go find out some of this information on their own.
Shush.
We don't want them to. So before they do that, we got to now that people know, we got to announce that here's the guest of honor, everybody. I hope you enjoy this. At least I know I will. Yes, Michael Livingston will be the guest of honor. The author of Origins of the Wheel of Time will be our guest of honor at WatCon 2023. What did you? Nae'blis, you've actually read this book, correct?
It is.
Yes.
Right here.
So it's right there. Nice.
Of course, they can't see it because you have me on.
Oh yes. Sorry. You would like to show them? There you go. Yes. There it is. I can see it, but they can't. So yes, Origins of the Wheel of Time. What was your overall thoughts? I know I've seen lots of takes from fans, mostly positive. What did you think about Origins of the Wheel of Time?
I loved it. It was, to be honest with you, it was far more than I expected it to be. I thought this might be rehashed stuff that I already knew. That was kind of my worry going into it, that I'm a big fan. I know a lot of this stuff.
Right.
Some of that was true, but there was so much more context added, right?
Yep.
And I'll say this. I had not experienced Michael Livingston as an author before. His writing style, yes, it can be this was academic, but I was emotional. Like that first chapter, without giving away spoilers, titled The Wheelwright, I was emotional reading it.
Yeah.
And I was not expecting that out of this book. So
yeah, that did surprise me, right? Some of the things in there I was like, okay, well, we last couple decades because we're old, some of these stories have come out, parts of those stories, and some, but yeah, I had a physical, I kind of had that shivers, kind of running up and down my arms, like the chills, if you will, for the first section of that. And I don't know if it's the way he wrote it. I don't know if it was because it was like an official source, you know what I mean? It wasn't just a story that was told here, but it was all pieced together. And along with the kind of newer information that I hadn't heard before brought into it, and the way he kind of was talking specifically, I don't know if it was just the nature of him coming in and having the access that he did, giving us this kind of official, biography and this official kind of look at Robert Jordan's writing style, and then his kind of professional view, right? Just from his own background of how he believed that Robert Jordan was doing this, and knowing that then Harriet and Maria and Team Jordan, this is something that they were, tracking, obviously reading, checking, so they felt like it was actually something that was true to maybe the letter and spirit of what Robert Jordan was all about and what he was doing. So,
and without getting into any spoilers at all, I will also say there were things addressed in the book that I was not expecting to be addressed in the book, if that makes sense. And I don't want to spoil what those things were or how they were said, but there were topics that many of us have talked at length again about that I was not expecting to be addressed in an official capacity from a book like this that were. And I thought that was really great. Which, by the way, you throw that comment up there. Ooh.
I know. Well, now I'm going back. I'm like, oh, what else did I miss here? If Bella isn't GOH, we riot. Who is it? That was 20. Thank you very much. And we had also another donation here. Miscellaneous Squee Origins is everything. I agree, and I think we had one more of that same variety. I probably missed it here. Sorry, but yeah, I think we had about 30 then there, and then Peter. What are you doing, man? Let's play poker again. Yes.
Well, of course he'd want to play again.
Peter with the $100 donation. That means we're just about $50 away, I think, everybody, from another. Oh, did I miss? Actually, no, I think that's right. We're about $50 away from another 30 to 50 about from another ticket. 6 ticket tonight, guys. You guys are crazy.
I think that money comes from gambling, Matt. I think he won that at poker playing.
Gwendolyn is saying we should make them VIP tickets. So we'll talk about this. Perhaps one of the tickets we'll take. Maybe we take what's just been donated here, another 50. And we'll convert one of the 5 into a VIP ticket. How do we feel about that, everybody? We'll ask the crowd here. We're going to end this one. 114 voted. How many secret guests do you think will show up at WatCon? Wow, that is some hope. Again, you guys it never shocks me how hopeful you are. Maybe I'm just a little jaded or something. I don't know, but you always inspire me. 47% said 2+. 39% said 2. So there you go. You have you need to deliver here, Nae'blis, is all I'm saying.
You need to
deliver. Let me ask everybody, do you want us to make one of these a VIP ticket in the giveaway? And we'll say yes or no. Are there options there? No, I think yes or no. We'll go with that. Okay. So we are at 8. Taylor's going to be back here 8 o'clock my time, everybody. 10 o'clock Eastern. Taylor's going to be back here in about 15 minutes. And I did want to bring up that news piece that I talked about. Let me see if I can make this happen. We'll watch like 30 seconds of this. It's not WatCon related or specific. It's just fun. So enjoy this. Thank you very much again, Macmillan Audio for passing this on. This is about the Eye of the World, and Rosamund is talking about just the process. We'll watch like 30 seconds of it, and then, like I said, we'll come back and actually just have this part of a news show that we do sometime in December, and we'll make sure that everyone knows this is coming so they can show up if they want to watch this. So, but yeah, enjoy just, like I said, about 30 seconds of this just exclusive clip. Thank you again.
One of the pleasures of working on the audiobook has been to do things that I don't get to do in the show. Also play people, obviously play everybody. I feel at this point, I was saying to Rafe, our showrunner, I feel at this point of the read, which we're sort of, I'm in the ways at the moment. That's where I am in the read as we're discussing. I feel like I'm acting out the entire first season single-handedly. It feels like that much of a kind of emotional sort of outpouring or journey, or there are days
Brutal. I know everybody. Just let's listen to her. She's got to do a
What
point.
the heck?
You know.
I was
I
actually
know.
wanting to keep going there.
I know.
Just-
I know.
that's
I know.
nuts.
It's rude. It's rude. But
That's probably
Yeah.
a whole episode worth of talking right there. So,
no, it's fun. Well, I won't tell you what she does, what she says. And like I said, part of that, if you want to see about, I think 3 of those 7 minutes are part of actually what's like a 20 some odd minute interview with her talking about similar things. If you go buy Origins of the Wheel of Time in audiobook, that interview comes along with it. So, but yeah, there's about 4 minutes that I haven't seen elsewhere here, and then it's not a video, and that she's in video doing it, the discussion. So, but yeah, that's a fun little thing. Like I said, just be on the lookout. We'll cover the rest of that probably when we get like another news Wednesday. We'll watch that too. I think it's
if we ever
it's fascinating.
if we ever.
Oh, come on. It's gonna happen sometime in the future. Although I don't know if you did you see this today? Is this let me show this one. This one's fun, everybody. Where is good old we did get some little thing here from the Wheel of Time account. We'll watch this and then 1 second here.
We need some answers.
Fancy a drink first?
It's not even noon yet.
You're the one in the bar.
Yeah, nothing like it's just like a little kind of fun thing about the show. That wasn't obviously not in the show that we saw, right? I don't remember that clip. Was that a clip from it? I don't remember it, but maybe that is from episode 8.
I was going to say, no,
remember if
that is. I'm pretty sure it is.
Is that actually like in my head? That was
Yeah.
just like, oh, we never got that scene. They cut it, but maybe I'm misremembering.
No, I'm
that,
pretty sure it is. Pretty sure it is.
So I want to point this out. I pointed this out on Twitter. Technically, if you take just men in a bar serving them cold, you can get the words trailer coming in June. I don't know if you believe the trailer's coming in June, but I'm just saying you can.
I certainly hope the trailer isn't coming in June.
So, trailer coming in June, that's the question on the table here. By the way, 114 of you strangely voted, like the last time too. That was weird. Do you want us to make one of these a VIP ticket giveaway? 90% say yes. I think we'll go with the majority crowd on this. Thank you very much. We're still waiting on like $50 more, and that converts that into a VIP ticket, everybody. VIP ticket. So I'm going to ask everybody here, do you think we'll get the season 2 main trailer, I'll call it, in June of 2023? Yes, no. Your Delusions of Grendel. How about that? There we go.
Well, it's interesting you bring up the clip there. I am still sitting on this very computer that I'm talking to you on now. I have an unreleased clip from season 1 that we were able to show at WatCon, but have not been given permission to show anywhere else. So
I know. Maybe okay. So how about this? I will go and ask if we can just finally share that thing. You know, like I'll throw an email out and just be like, hey, we're just gonna share this. Are we good?
Yeah, I mean,
like at this point, it's kind of ridiculous. Like that clip hasn't just been released out there. So
well, and it was actually the scene that we wanted to share the most. I thought it was actually It added more than the other one did. Just put it that way, I think.
Yes. Yeah. I would agree. The scene between Egwene and Tam, I have zero understanding of why it was cut.
No idea.
There's no rationale that anyone out there with Amazon could ever explain why you would cut that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, Lumen, thank you very much. All aboard the VIP ticket train, 20 plus miscellaneous. You guys have been like hitting it. These super chats all evening long. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Halfway there to the VIP train on that last ticket. So amazing.
Well, we should probably tell everybody that doesn't know what the heck a VIP ticket is, because there are some changes.
This
to
is the
VIP
moment.
ticket.
I agree. I think the next step in this, we got about 5 minutes left before Taylor gets here. So let us jump in and start talking about this. Want me to throw that up on the screen, Nae'blis?
Okay, that looks like a lot of money, but I don't know the.
Oh yeah, the G. Thank you very much. Every penny counts, right? WoTCon. Woot woot WatCon. There we go.
love that.
How much is that, Digit, in American dollars? Anybody know? Anyone want to throw that out? That would be helpful.
It looks like a lot.
Yeah. Well, every penny counts. I agree, Digit. So thank you very much for your tip. That's amazing. Or for the super chat. Do you want me to throw up on the screen the 2 different types of memberships?
Let's do it.
Start talking it through. Okay,
Let's do it.
everybody. These are your standard and VIP memberships that are available at WatCon. And so maybe speak about standard pricing so people have an idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so they see this. What is it that they're getting for $180, or in this case for VIP for $360?
Yeah, so let's start by saying, so last year, one of the things that's different about WatCon, and I always want to preface this when we talk about the ticket costs or the membership costs, this includes 3 meals, okay, in addition to the ticket and some virtual access. So there's a banquet dinner, which is very high quality food, and then also lunches are included with that. The reason we actually had intended to release WatCon information about 2 months ago, but in case some of you have been hiding under a rock, some of the prices have gone up for things around the world in the recent days.
What?
Yeah, I know.
What?
Shocking, right?
Shocking. Yeah.
So I was sort of negotiating with our hotel partner to get a little better rates on some things. We were finally able. We did have a $30 price increase over last year, but I'm very happy that it's only a $30 increase after what was originally proposed to us. So,
Yeah.
I very happy with that, and I think from the standard ticket, I think there's a lot of value built into that because you also get, in addition to the meals, you also get all of the virtual access. This is a really unique thing because I know there's a couple of you in the chat that have told me this before. They wanted to go to all of the panels last year, but
Yep.
you can obviously only physically be in one place at one time, right?
Yep.
The great thing is you have access to all of the recorded panels that you can go watch. And so that was a huge feature for folks last year, was the ability you have for an entire year access to every piece of content that happened at the con, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, that part's really cool. And for those of you that did have access, you got to see that clip, even if you didn't attend that clip that we were talking about before, that was on one of the main stage programming, because it also includes that virtual access is not just the panels, right? It is the main stage programming too. So
main stage programming.
You're kind of there with us. And that's one of the things I hope to innovate on a little bit is, really pulling you in as an MC into the main stage programming interactions too. So that's one thing on my list of like, hey, that'd be a lot of fun just for me personally to kind of to engage anyone on the virtual side. So yeah, that's and like you said, I think that is the difference here. Is you brought up that the virtual access and the meals are really what are kind of that's the value, that's the experience side of what is WatCon, at least what I experienced. So yeah, that's, by the way, you did just donate enough for, we are definitely giving away 1 VIP ticket tonight and 4 standard membership tickets.
That's crazy.
So
that is crazy.
You guys are crazy. You guys are nuts.
Let's talk a little bit about the VIP ticket, if you don't mind.
Yeah, let's do it.
And what's included with that. So the VIP ticket is, it has a little bit more to it. So what we did want to make sure is when we were planning the con, we didn't want it to feel like you were left out if you didn't have a VIP ticket. So there's really only one event in the con that is VIP only. Everything else is open to everybody. But we do an extra dinner. So this is an extra meal that occurs on the Friday night. And it's dinner. And you'll get to eat with different creators, different folks that are there that help put the con on. And then, of course, our guests are there. And there's a lot of access to them. You also get a VIP swag bag, which last year we had some really cool backpacks and other WatCon merch, in addition to a t-shirt. You have access to a con suite, which has snacks and drinks, and that's available all weekend. So you can stop in and grab coffee, grab snacks, all of that stuff. This is a new addition for this year. We are also including 2 drink tickets. So you will have 2 of your best soft drink or adult beverage. You will have access to, you will get 2 tickets for that. And then I need to ask Omar to remove one thing. Ignore that bottom line, guys. That shouldn't be there. But
gotcha. You're talking about the personalized card thing?
Yes.
Okay. So ignore that piece. But it is 2 drink tickets, access to the con suite, VIP swag bag, VIP t-shirt, VIP dinner admission, and then all the standard perks, including virtual access, the banquest or banquet dinner, and the lunches on Saturday and Sunday, beyond and including admission. So, yeah, it's what I loved though, and this was what I saw. I loved that what you guys did was not to make the VIP membership have like all the meals and the standard membership not have any.
Right.
It was really cool that basically everyone ate together 3 of the 4 meals, if you will. And that really kind of made it a unified experience, in my opinion, even though there was that one meal that we did not eat together. So, I loved that. I did see questions come up. You answered this in chat, Nae'blis. Let me see if I can find that and post that for everybody, because people are starting to, already ask about the hotel, right? And I think you, again, let me see if I can find it. Of course, in the midst of this, I probably lost it. Shoot. Either way, I couldn't find it, but you said a night per night. What's the con rate for the hotel?
It's $133.
Okay. $133 for the con night, which, there it is. People are talking about that. $133 for the con night, or for a night at the con rate. And so there you go. There's your 2 tickets. Like Nae'blis had mentioned, there's going to be some more information about the virtual memberships that are going to come out later. And I want to tell you all this. I was excited last year after I went to WatCon. I was like, oh, you know what? I would have loved to have had, like my wife, if this makes sense, she's read book 1 of the Wheel of Time, and I think is on book 2. But, she's been going to Wheel of Time conventions for a long time. And you don't know how many times she would enter an elevator and someone would say, "Are you Matt's wife?" And she would say, "Yes." And then they would say, "Have you read the Wheel of Time?" And she would say, "No." And they'd be like, "I don't get it. I mean, how can you not have read the Wheel of Time?" And that she was always like, "Oh, I don't know how well this really works." But thankfully, at like JordanCon, all of like the spouses of the freaks, geeks, were showing up, and those spouses would get kind of collaborate, like, "Hey, we're not here to talk about the Wheel of Time," and I loved it because they had their own couch con. It was like significant other couch con, if you will, and all the friends and everybody that were brought with that didn't know the Wheel of Time would go, and then they'd go and do stuff and hang out. But I knew after WatCon, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize Taylor would have loved last year, man. So I decided, after WatCon, I was like, Taylor's wife, my wife, and my 2 daughters have to be here next year. So for those of you that are coming, I'll be emceeing the event, and the whole Innkeeper clan will be attending WatCon. If you ever wanted to meet Taylor, I know a lot of you chanted Taylor to him when we live streamed Taylor into to just the atrium area, and all of you were excited and bummed to have missed him. I'm committing him now. He's like, I have a job. I can't believe my dad is doing this, but I'm committing him now to July. That's right, July 14th to the 16th. And you all get to meet my daughter-in-law, hopefully, too. So she's amazing. So, that's going to be fun for me. I can't wait to do that. And I can't wait for him to meet all of you that end up showing up at WatCon. So thank you for letting me just have that little personal moment, telling you about what I'm excited about. What I'm excited about bringing up with Comic-Con. WatCon. I just said Comic-Con. That was crazy.
So can I make a couple comments on some of the things I'm seeing? So first of all, I will say this, guys. If you're not getting the room rate when you click on the hotel part, just check back as soon as you do see that, because don't pay more than $133. But what I would also encourage all of you to do as soon as you do see that corrected, and I think, I think Omar's working on something right now. But one thing that I want to make sure everybody understands too is do book your room. You don't have to pay anything for it right now. So like you can book and reserve your room. There are limited room spots at the hotel. So make sure that you get that done as soon as possible, because that hotel will.
Are you telling me right now I should do this?
Should.
Should we instruct them? Do we want them going right now, or should they wait on that?
It's good. I just
thing?
clicked it.
Okay.
It's good now. It's good
okay,
now.
everybody. That's kind of the last big announcement that we have for you for today. Is this one? Yeah, if you're interested in WatCon, go grab some tickets and go reserve a room. And let us know if you have any problems. I think Nae'blis and his team are on it. And if you haven't met these wonderful people, I met them all last WatCon. They're amazing. Like honestly, every Wheel of Time fan run convention I've ever run into, whether it's SpoilerCon and the people behind that, or MalkyriaCon, or obviously the original JordanCon. The amount of time and effort Wheel of Time fans put into this these things is just amazing, right? They're not like getting paid to do all this, and they're just bringing all their talents in. So yes, please, everyone out there, thank you, like we say, thank your mod, thank your volunteer at any Wheel of Time convention you go to, because that's a lot of work that they don't have to be putting in for us. So I love it.
You mind if I address some more questions in the chat?
No, yeah. Let's answer some questions. I heard Taylor come in, and so why don't you address some questions, and we'll have Taylor open that up. And do you want Taylor to throw that in and kind of start collecting names, or do you want to address some questions first?
We can do whatever makes sense for you.
Well, Taylor, you want to turn that on, and let's open up a new one, and we can just type in like WatCon ticket giveaway.
Oh, hey, Taylor.
Say hello, everyone, to Taylor.
Well, while he's doing that, Steve, your question was about lifetime memberships. Do you need to do anything? If you purchased a lifetime membership last year, Rosie, who is on our registration team, will be reaching out to you about whether or not you're going to be there or not, just so we can make sure to account for you or not. But that also brings up the fact we do have a lifetime VIP membership offered. So that is there if you want to make sure that you can lock it in at a cheaper rate for a long time. But yeah.
Cool. Taylor, by the way, any other questions you see showing up there? Now you have Nae'blis here, everyone. He is ready to answer your questions in chat if you have anything that you'd like to ask him while we open this up. If you were sticking around, now is the time to sign in. If you're watching this on social media and you're like, okay, they're done talking, I just wanted a chance at these 5 tickets now. They become 5 tickets. Yep, Taylor, go ahead and start that giveaway. Now is the time to sign in. We'll leave this open for the next couple minutes and make sure everyone has an opportunity to join in. I just saw this in chat, live chat here. It says, a WatCon membership giveaway raffle has started for viewers. Use !raffle to enter. That's right. One word, everybody, and only do it once, or mods will become upset, rightfully so, and start kicking you out of this. And you don't want to lose an opportunity. So only enter once. Once you see !raffle as a single word. If we notice any of you incorrectly enter it, we'll try to help out. But we're seeing your names. We're seeing them collected here on the back end too. So DJ Nibbles, are lifetime members more or less likely to get... Oh, I missed that question. 1 second, Taylor. Let me see if I can go find that. More or less likely to get ice cream from Daniel Green.
Well, okay. So I was actually texting Daniel the other day.
Okay. Interesting.
He had intended to buy ice cream at WatCon, and then I gave him some crap because he didn't do it.
Wow.
So
and what's happening now?
I don't know what's happening.
that's
there's no... Daniel is a bad person. I'm joking. Daniel's awesome. You saw Daniel this past weekend, didn't you?
I did. Oh man, that was so much fun. Dragonsteel Con, for those of you who don't know, I actually work for Dragonsteel now. So I got to kind of experience the convention differently than last year when I went as an attendee. And just, again, like fans, in this case, fans of Brandon, and then people that I work with, my fellow employees, put so much effort into just bringing like amazing con experiences. Like they did some stuff that I'm like, oh man, I got to tell my friends that run other conventions, try some of these things that they did. I love seeing fans innovate and on these conventions to kind of make this just an amazing experience for attendees. So yeah, Daniel Green was out at Dragonsteel, and yeah, I saw Daniel. We got to hang out and have fun on a Wheel of Time panel. That was a blast. But yes, I will also check in with Daniel about ice cream. see if we can't figure that out.
Maybe we can shame him into it.
I don't know has that worked yet. I feel like there's been a lot of shaming him into it that just has not worked. So I feel like that's not going to work. Okay, so remember, we're giving away 5 total memberships, everybody. 4 of them will be standard, and then we will give away the final VIP one. And let me see. I'm going to tell you how many chances you have. Like, what's the Taylor? How do you see? I can't see where the total are. Oh, there it is. If I come down here, look, these are good chances. Only 86 people have signed up right now for this raffle. Only 86 of you. So you have a good chance, much better than any random lottery out there, to honestly, win like a very valuable ticket here to WatCon. Thank you to everyone again for all the donations. Like, that was ridiculous. You guys are awesome. And I just need to go run the math and figure out how much Dusty Wheel will throw in there to make sure we can cover all those. But so if you do win, let me ask you, Nae'blis, what's the best process here if someone does win? Should I just have them reach out to me and then reach out to the WatCon staff?
Well,
how do you want that to happen?
It's going to have to go through the registration system because there's a whole bunch of queues to it.
Okay.
So you'll probably need to gather some information from them and just do the. Yeah.
Okay. I'll reach out to the WatCon staff about like what information I need to make sure I get from a winner of these giveaways. Please reach out to me on Discord. You can also reach out on email. I think you can find the email on the channel if you want to go through the info at the Dusty Wheel email, or if you also want to reach out on social media. I just need some way to kind of verify that it is you. So reach out to me as soon as possible after this. That would be fantastic. Okay, I feel like I've kind of stalled enough. We almost have 100 of you have signed up for this. Anyone else out there, we'll give you another minute, and then any final words from you, Nae'blis, before we start picking winners?
No, just that I'm really, really excited, and there's more information to come, guys. So this is the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, Koala, I can't wait. Our room is booked. That's amazing. Ah, man. Yeah, there were so many people I hadn't ever met before. We'd talked basically through Discord and through the Dusty Wheel live chat that I got to meet in person, and that was wonderful. I can't wait for that to be the same case this time. So, okay, 95 of you. One more. I can't remember if it's been a minute yet. We'll give another 30 seconds, and here we go. Carrie, there you go. Room is booked. Thank you so much for linking it to the website. Last year I had to call, and it was a pain. You're welcome. I'm glad that worked out, everybody. And I see like Adam might be having some trouble there getting entered into the actual raffle. You got to make sure you are logged in. Make sure you're signed in. And I think I just saw that Dana Lou said that you might have to kind of close it and restart, refresh your screen a little bit. Yes. Have you closed and reopened chat? Sometimes it gets buggy. That is true. So hopefully we'll make sure to kind of give people a chance to maybe do that same thing. Now we at 100. I'm sure some of you are like, okay, close it. Let me go look at this poll while we give people one more chance. 158 of you have voted. Do you think we'll get season 2 main trailer in June of 2023? Wow, 29% of you are with me on that one. Some random, I'm sure that's ridiculous that I found trailer is coming in June. I tried other combinations. I think trailer is like the best use of those letters. So 35% think I'm delusional. I agree. That was just for fun. And no said 36% of you. So thank you, everybody. Okay, last, we're gonna close this out here. And I haven't seen anybody else enter. I saw this question. How can I tell if I was entered? Hito Kiri Hobbit. Hopefully you entered ! Raffle. And unfortunately they don't give them in here in alphabetical order, so I can kind of scroll and see, man. Oh yeah, you're in. If you heard me, I see your name, so don't worry about that. You're good. Now have we changed your mind about attending WatCon?
I've actually decided not to go. No.
If you were a no before, now have we changed your mind? There we go. Yes or no? There it is. Okay, everybody, we're closing this out. Taylor, Loyal's Library, by the way, Nae'blis saying, where's the hotel link? Can't find it on the site. If someone has that link or where to go, that'd be great.
A Master of the Deck put it in the chat, but you can also, if you navigate to the top and you look at the WatCon 2023 and you hold your cursor over it, there is a travel and hotel 2023 link there.
Cool.
And it'll take you all to it.
There you go. And the link to just WatCon.com. Again, that's WatCon.com. For those of you who are watching that may not have seen in the description, you can go find it there. Taylor, go ahead and close entries, and let's pick our 5 winners. Good luck, everyone. Out of how many did there end up being? 102 of you. So we're going to pick the first 4 winners of the standard, and then the last one will be the VIP. Our first winner of a standard WatCon ticket is Brit F. Brit F, congratulations for winning the first of the standard WatCon memberships. Reach out to me on Discord, please, like I said, or by email or over social media. I would recommend doing it right now. Again, the link to the Discord is in the description. Just go in there, ask around, just be like, how do I get a hold of him? You can reach out to the Dusty Wheel on Discord. And yeah, congratulations. Hopefully we see Brit. Oh, yeah, there it is. Wow. Yes, congratulations. Number 2, Matthew Miller is the second winner. Matthew Miller and Brit F, congratulations. You both have won a standard WatCon membership. Again, Discord, reach out to me there. Go get the link now. Just make that happen so we don't lose your names or this opportunity. I hope I see Matthew Miller in the respond here in chat. Let us know in chat that you did see this, and because we don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. So, okay, I'll look for Matthew Miller. Someone let me know if you see his name in chat show up, and let's win our Iris Bear wins the third one. Iris, congratulations on the third of 4 standard memberships to WatCon. That's awesome. You know where to reach out to us. Please do. And I still haven't seen Matthew there, but Iris, congratulations. That's awesome. So Brit F, Matthew Miller, and Iris. If for some reason Matthew doesn't claim this within a week, we'll just give it away to somebody else. So here is our 4th. Miss Sarah James wins. Miss Sarah James, congratulations. Huge win for you. Matthew Miller got it. Thank you very much. Miss Sarah James, Matthew Miller, Iris Bear, and Brit F. Congratulations. Reach out to me on Discord or social media. You know how to get a hold of me. But congratulations. Okay. The VIP. Anything you want to say here before we give away this VIP membership?
Nibbles? How about we give away 2?
Ooh, are you serious? Are you
let's
coming
give away
in?
2.
This is you, right? You're not expecting.
This is
okay,
me.
2.
I got this one.
I wasn't sure if I had to go talk to the innkeeper's wife. So, okay,
No.
2 VIP memberships are coming here, everybody. Thank you very much, Nae'blis. That's awesome. Okay, 2 more chances, everybody. 2 more chances. Taylor, pick our first VIP winner here. Carrie John just won. I think Carrie just bought a ticket. Carrie might be like, what? Carrie, you might have bought a ticket, but you now have a VIP ticket. So congratulations, Carrie, for winning 1 of 2 VIP memberships to WatCon. Oh my gosh, I swear I saw Carrie say that she had gotten hotels, and I'm assuming already had grabbed tickets too. So that's awesome. Congratulations, Carrie. Okay, here we go. Last one, everybody.
And this person messaged me. So
yes, this last person, Carrie messaged me for that one. And Carrie said, I just booked the room. Awesome. There you go. That's so perfect. That's so perfect. Congratulations. And this last person will just reach out directly to Nae'blis. Nae'blis, do you want them? Is there a specific way for them to do so?
Discord is easy, or Twitter, either or.
Okay.
Discord's probably the easiest though.
Discord or Twitter. Again, you can look through the link to my Discord, and then you can look up Nae'blis there. People can point you in the right direction to Nae'blis from that Discord. So here it is, the last of tonight's giveaways. Thank you again for being here. Our final winner is VATQ, however you pronounce VETQ, VetQ. I don't know. VetQ, I guess. VetQ, congratulations. VetQ, you won a VIP membership to WatCon. Please reach out to Nae'blis. Like I said, the best way to find Nae'blis, if you don't know, is through Discord. You can get the link in the description of this video. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you for sticking around for this long, having fun with this. I really appreciate that. By the way, Nae'blis, if you were a no before, now have we changed your mind about attending WatCon? 56% said yes. So we look forward to seeing you. And at WatCon, again, I thank you for having me back as the MC. It was like a little bit of like live Dusty Wheel. Like that's how it felt getting up on that stage. I just know how many people were there that were Wheel of Time fans and actually had kind of gotten together as a community, building up until the season 1 of the show. And that was a blast. That was so much fun to just have that kind of energy in the room. And so thank you for letting me be MC and for coming back for this. I will try to I'll try to amp it up, bring some more Innkeeper than I brought last time. So okay.
Well, I thank you for doing it too, Matt. I mean, this is wouldn't run with a hitch without you. So
no, it's a blast. I like I love just interacting with Wheel of Time fans. So again, get ready. If you ask anyone else that was there, just expect that no matter where you're at in the audience, I may find you and may have some questions for you at any one of those 4 main stage programming moments. So, okay, everybody, that is it for the night. Like I said, be on the lookout. We might be back next Wednesday. It just depends on how things go at work next week and how that Thanksgiving weekend looks. But it would be nice to kind of see you all before I take a couple days off of work and maybe break down the Nakomi mystery together. That could happen, or maybe there'll be some big news that day. So, and don't forget, can you put the link again where people can go if they are interested and want to? WatCon.com is where you can look it up. If people want to throw that link in the actual chat here. I need to go obviously reserve some rooms for my family before those get sold out. And you, again, the links, if you miss it in live chat, you can find links in the description of this video too. If you're interested or want to know more, maybe that's a good question, Nae'blis. If they're interested, but they're not sold on it or they're unsure, where should they go to learn more? Who should they be asking? Who should they be talking to?
So there's a couple places. Obviously, the website, WatCon.com, is always going to be a great place to go. There will be updates there. We have 2 amazing social media managers that run our Twitter, Instagram, TikTok accounts, Facebook. That's Jess and Critter. They're amazing. And they post regular updates there as well. You can obviously follow Matt or I on Twitter or anywhere, actually. In Discord, you can always ask a question. Reach out. Even if we don't know the answer, we'll try to get back with you. But
point you in the direction of the smart people that do. So
yeah.
Thank you very much again. Sounds like you have all the links. We really appreciate you showing up here, and I guess just follow us on social media and come back next Wednesday. Just expect that we'll do something, but if we don't, I'll let you know on Discord and on social media. And like I said, that clip, that 7-minute clip with Rosamund, it's a really interesting discussion. She talks about the different characters and how she came up with the voices. I think y'all like it, but I'd like to do it around some other news, kind of just when we have the audience really centered and coming in and having that discussion. I didn't want to shoehorn it in tonight. So I hope you enjoyed that little taste of that. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you mind one more thing? I've just seen this question come up a few times. For anybody that's still wondering about Brian/Recappa, doing great. Came home from the hospital after, if you're not aware, Ryan Rakapasadai had a pretty serious fall earlier this year, to the point that he was in the ICU for a really long time. Is home, going through therapy right now to kind of recover. I mean, he's doing much better than anybody thought he would. So I've talked to him on the phone a couple times. He's in great shape and all of that, just going through recovery. And of course, if anybody's ever had a traumatic brain injury, that's never an easy thing to recover from. He has posted a couple times. I will echo this for everybody else that maybe hasn't heard it. The community sort of came together, raised more than $40,000 for paying for medical bills, recovery, all of that. And that their family could not be more thankful for people. I mean, this is the right time of year to be talking about, being thankful. And I'm very thankful as someone who's friends with Brian to watch the community come out like they did to support somebody. So anybody who was asking, I just wanted to pass that on. He is doing as well as could possibly be expected given what happened to him, and is making a full recovery. So,
yeah, thank you for giving us that news. And for those of us that were there, just Rakapa was so wonderful at last WatCon. So many wonderful memories of that moment. So glad that things are better, or much better than they were there for a moment. And yes, huge shout out to this community that just came together and helped 5 of you, well, 6 of you come to WatCon in the same way. I really appreciate, we obviously very much appreciate what everyone did for Rakapa. So I did see this last question. I don't know if you want to tackle it here or have them follow up with someone. Are there any vendors at WatCon, Nae'blis, and what should people know about that?
So there will be vendors. We're not at the point where we know who they are. I can tell a couple that were there last year that will likely be back. We have, or there will be a vendor application form that will go live here in the next month or two. That'll be on the website. I would just keep looking for that, or you can message me directly. If you are somebody, I'll throw this out there too, because we are looking for this. If you are somebody who runs a business and you would like to sponsor, we're going to have a couple sponsorship options, with our program, with some signage, obviously with our virtual, shout outs. We can sell Matt on stage and have him read. But if you are somebody
anyone that's running DJ Nibbles Productions, let me know.
Yes.
Happy to have you sponsor it.
But if you happen to work for somebody that has a organization like, Dragonsteel is just a hypothetical. Somebody that might be interested in sponsoring the con, we are obviously looking for anybody who'd be interested in that too. So reach out to me if that's you too. So.
Yeah, thank you very much, Nae'blis, for taking the time. Thanks to everyone behind the scenes at WatCon that were making this happen and let me use those graphics. Really appreciate this was a fun evening, and of course, thankfully we got it done in an hour. Well done. That's exactly what happened.
Sure it did.
Did. Yeah, I'm looking forward to. By the way, really looking forward to another picture just like this for
a bigger picture, even more.
Yeah, and even definitely so. Until next time that we meet, everybody, good time of the year to be thankful. And if we don't speak before then, I hope for those that celebrate it, you have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. And that's it, everybody. As we say around here, good night from the Dusty Wheel, and smash to black.
Welcome to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel.
You went right to kill it. Look at you. You're all ready. You're just done. I mean, this is like this is one
really
of the
well.
biggest scenes.
And now I'm like, great, my turn.
And if you don't like that, you want to say, well, Robert Jordan could have made the 2 rivers all white. He could have, but he didn't. So,
Just complimented me on my dress, and as you can clearly see, I'm
sad.
I see Nakomi as something along the lines of a Shida Haran analog.
It does make sense why it outlasted the breaking.
Yeah.
See, this is why I have Therese in the show, because she's going to correct everything that.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Dusty Wheel Show. What? Meme Off Challenge! Yay!
Terrible, like baby face mounted on like a huge body. So like all of a sudden,
This is not just
like,
a traditional fantasy, right? There are sci-fi
And
elements.
just a moment
for those that
ago,
are kind of interested.
Rafe tweeted something. So let me get my guest in here with me, and
probably I would say put in 70-80% of the work. I got to be over the shoulder and be like, no,